Woo! What's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. Bringing you today. Oh, I'm bringing you some more gear too. Check this out. Check this out. Oh yeah, I got the buoy design going on. All right, so bringing you another blade, another blade, another blade. Dropping stuff, dropping stuff, dropping stuff. So I brought you the folding version of this knife, right? And it is awesome, man. The thing is crazy sharp, crazy strong, did everything I wanted it to. It performed, right? So I figure, why not bring out its big brother? This is the Cold Steel Fin Hawk, all right? Now, just on a side note, I had to open up this package, and somebody had asked me, they're like, you know, what do you carry on a regular day? And between my favorite, which is the Essie Avispa, a new favorite, which I've been carrying for lately, I've been carrying for about 2 weeks, ever since I did the video until yesterday. The first day I took it out of my pocket was the Cold Steel Sling Blade. I mean, Frost Cutlery Sling Blade. I used the snot out of that knife, and it has been awesome. I'm going to do a revisit video eventually, because that thing's just amazing knife. And the case tribal lock, things like that are my general carries, and then I switch all the time between just tons of stuff. And over the last 2 days, what I've been carrying is my Opinel number 12. So people like to know what's in my pocket on a daily carry. This one for the last 2 days has been my EDC. If you haven't seen my video on the Opinel number 12, check it out. This is a great knife, but we're talking about the Fin Hawk. So we are looking at, let's see, just like the smaller version, it is German steel. It's 4116. We are looking at a blade thickness of 2.7 millimeters, a weight of 3.5 ounces. It's very light. An overall length of 8.5 inches with a 4-inch blade length. All right, so let's get a look at this. This here, I don't think this is Secure X. I don't know what they are calling this, if it's just a high intensity plastic or what. But when you're talking about Bushcraft, the sheath just needs to hold the blade. And this, I think, is very important on Bushcraft knives. Even though this is highly rust resistant, the 4116 is great when it comes to anti-rust. But having a drain hole to let moisture get out, I love that on a camp knife and Bushcraft knife. I love that. The less moisture, the less issues. So what do we have? We have a on and off the belt clip, and it's not a boot clip, because you can see it has that little locking area where it's not going to come up and off. You also have this guy right here, so you can hang it on gear and even use it as a swiveler. So let's, oh, and it is friction, so let's show you that real quick. It's not going anywhere. That thing's not going anywhere. All right, so the steel, the blade, the piece, the beauty itself, you can see right there, it's Cold Steel. Just says it's German, and it is cryo quenched, and this is why you're getting very good 4116. And right there, the Fin Hawk, and I already got stuff on it. So we are going to get into this real quick. The handle, what is it called? It's called the I don't know exactly what kind of material this is. It's like a rubber, right? It's got this amazing feel because it's completely tacky, and it's soft. Not tacky like cheap, but tacky like tack. Like you can hold on to it. It's nice and soft, and it feels so good in the hands. It's got a lanyard hole, and you can see the texturing on there. This thing is made to stay gripped. It is just, you can feel that this thing is made to stay gripped. Now, this is a Bushcraft knife, right? This isn't a big camp knife as far as like chopping and things like that. This is going to be your absolute carving, skinning, you know, processing type thing right here. This isn't going to be made for batoning through giant logs and bear fighting. Although I got to tell you, you see this right here? Boop, 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 boop. That makes one of the most comfortable grips I've ever felt for self-defense. Having that thumb groove right there, that little notch, wow, man, it locks it in there. Remember, the knife is light, so it's not like you're going to be doing a ton of flipping like that. But I will. So it's very, very light, though, so it's easy to get away. So if you're flipping it around, there's a good chance you're going to drop it. If you drop it, there's a good chance you're going to cut yourself, because this comes pretty sharp. At least the folder did. We're going to test this one. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah. I just literally took out a patch. I mean, took out a patch. That was actually really, really simple too. You see all the little hairs hanging out there. That was really simple. And I had a feeling, because the folder version of this, same thing. It was just super sharp and ready to go right out of the box. Speaking of ready to go right out of the box, we don't have a lot to talk about, so we're just going to take it outside and do it. But before we do that, let's just take some light push and drag. Just light, not jamming. Just going to push the tip against it, and then I'm not pushing the tip in. What I'm doing is I'm placing the tip against the box, and then I'm pulling down, and the knife is just cutting through on its own because it's that sharp. Wound channels. Is it going to give us the Black Widows, the figure eights? Absolutely. Gone. Absolutely. So let's take this in the outer realms and see what we can't cut up. Hold on. All right, so coming over to the stump, we're going to do some 4-foot drop tests, some gravity drops, and we will see the balance, but it's very light, so I did not expect it to drop so straight. Let's try that again. 4 feet through the air, and it's dropping really well. I figured that the rubber handle was going to carry it over, but it didn't. Speaking of the rubber handle, a couple of hard downward throws. Let's see how well this stays on there. The thing is so light, it's actually hard to throw. But it's hitting solid. Look at this. Look at that. Holy moly. It's actually in there pretty good. All right, so let's do some cutting. Got the nylon rope here, and it's kind of hard to cut when I'm putting my knuckles into the thing, but look how clean that was. Look how clean that was. That was a perfect push cut, just straight through. We got some vacuum cleaner hose here. Let's see. Let's see. That is simple. That is simple. Let's cut some more of that. Let's cut some more of that. Look at that. You want hard vacuum cleaner hose? Hard vacuum cleaner hose. I gotta say, for a lightweight knife, it's really nice to let go. Now the thickness of the spine stays all the way to the tip, and then they give it kind of like this gladius cut right there, where you can see it goes into a perfect point at the end of that Scandi grind. And I do like that. Let's make sure there's no damage. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking sharp. Good. So let's play with something here. Now, I want to do a bunch of stuff, but hold on, I have to get material. I got material. Material's everywhere out here. Let's see. Getting through this little knot right here. Oh, I took off too much. I was trying to not take off so much, but I was getting a really good push. And when you get a really good push, sometimes you just take off too much material, and that's what I did. So, man, this thing is, am I even in the picture there? This thing is nice. I got a lot of knots right where I want to show you guys here. But, let's see. Ooh-wee. Let's see. We can come up, we can come down. I mean, the feathers are so fine, but I'm losing them all. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. I'm actually keeping some this time. I'm keeping some this time. The thing just works. The thing just works. Now, I told you it's not made for batoning. I don't know if you guys are going to get the top of this in the picture, but I'm going to come down your way. Let's see. I told you that the blade is good for processing. All right, so right here, I'm in a knot, all right? So let's see. First, I want to get this down into there more, and having that rubber handle, I can hammer on it, so now I have more real estate to strike through. Look at that. Look at that. So there's the knot. That went through easy. Let's see how many chips we put in that blade. Oh my God, it's terrible. None. So, let's see. Processing, processing, processing. That's one of the most important things when you're camping, is being able to process wood for fire. It's very, very important. Actually, I'll just use the stick this thing came from. So here we go. Processing firewood, more important than, you know, making a tent. You can have a fire and sleep without a tent, but you don't want to have a tent and no fire. So processing is very, very important. And making kindling is crazy important. And getting that fire started is crazy important. So it's just the way it is. When it comes to needing a sharp knife and come to needing to be able to survive with that knife, there's just some things that you need a quality edge for, right? You just need it. Let's do some notching right here. Let's do some notching. Wow, that was as easy and pretty as it gets. All right, let's turn that into a square notch, the old Lincoln log. This is really good if you have to mate two pieces of wood together, right? Or if you're trying to create an air channel. That is just beautiful. Just beautiful. What about food prep? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with this knife. It's so light, but let's try. Wow. I did not expect that to work. Okay, so that was surprising. I didn't think that was going to happen. So, I mean, can we notch? Yeah. Can we feather stick? Yeah. Can we peel just the skin? I'll show you what I'm doing here. You'll notice that there's two ways to peel the skin. I hope I got you guys in there. So I can do this and get a little too far and peel all the way down to the white, right? That's pretty easy. But to peel just the top layer of the same skin, you need a good edge for that. And that's a good edge. So let's see here. Speaking of good edge. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So I need to make darts. I need to make spears. I need to make tent spikes. I need to make pit spikes, which is great. Pit spikes are my favorite. You're building a campsite. You got a lot of wildlife around. You want to secure your campsite. You dig yourself a little hole right near the front of your campsite. You cover it loosely. And in the hole, you have a bunch of these guys sticking up. Something comes through. Boop. Oh! Not good. Or if you are hunting, that's a good tip. Or if you're hunting and you're not getting a lot of luck, Roscoe, up here. Get in the yard. Damn dog. And you need to make food. You're running out of daylight. You're running out of energy. You gotta just do it. Build some holes. Put some spikes in there. And wait for the food to hunt itself. It falls through. Roscoe, up here. All right, so let's see here. We got that tip in there. and the tip, I crap you not, is still in there. That was just a really nice slice. Nice slice. All right, so let's since we got this here, let's do this, because you got to make shingles and this now. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. You want to make shingles, get yourself a nice piece, or you're using the bark to just make anything. You got to peel the bark away, and you want to do it nicely. Look at this. Look at this. I think I got you guys in there. Look at this. Sometimes you just need a good knife. You need a good knife. And that's what it comes down to. So now I'm going to pull my knife this way, and I'm going to try and get this so you guys can actually see it. Ugh. All right, yeah, you guys can see that. So I'm putting the knife, if I have enough to where it's not going to fall down on me. And now I'm going to push down on that same line. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah. It's like slicing the throat of Bigfoot. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Beautiful. You need bark peeled. Look at how nice that is. You could use that for shingles. You could use that for flooring. You could use that, you know, for bedding. You could use that for fire. You could use it for a lot of different things. And the old Bushcraft village, you could even make shoe soles out of that. Your shoes are falling apart. You could cut up some of this, lay it down, put it in your sandal, your shoe, whatever you got. You're going to have a stronger bottom. Make sure the dogs are all right. Man, I love this thing. I love it. I love the this series. You know, between this one and the lockback, so far so good. The knife is a little worker, man. It's sharp, and that's exactly all you need it to be when you're talking about a Bushcraft knife. You need something sharp. You need a proper grind, and you need a proper edge. And this has both. So this is very light, so we're not going to do a lot of throwing today. And when I say a lot, I mean hopefully it'll only take one. Let's see. That thing bounced back so far. I threw it really hard, and I actually hit the tip. You can see. I think you can see right here. It hit like that. All right, so let's try that again. All right, I said we're not gonna do a lot of throwing. I lied. The more I miss, the more I throw. Let's try that again. Oh, I went under it. Now, just so you know, that target's very small. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna show you guys what's happening. You see these lines? It's because I keep hitting it. But I keep hitting it here. Keep hitting it here. 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 I'm hitting on the edge. But I'm not getting the edge. I'm not getting the tip. I'm hitting the edge, not the tip. Oh, that one hit the tip right here, but the handle hit the ground. Man, it's hard throwing a lightweight knife like this. There you go. So, speaking of hard throwing a lightweight knife like this, and speaking of cold steel, I picked up another thrower. What's it called? La Fontaine. I picked up one of those. There we go. See, now I got it. It just takes you a couple times to learn it. Once you learn it, it's all day, every day. But yeah, so I'll be bringing that one to you. That one seems really cool. It's a throwing knife, big throwing knife with a recurve. Ooh wee, I like that. I like that. Let's told you I can skin. Let's take this old soccer ball we got laying in here. This old pelt. Watch this, watch this. Wow. Wow. We are shaving
shaving the soccer ball. And if you don't think I'm doing anything, it's shaving pieces off. There's another one, little pieces off. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that went through easy. That went through really, really easy. So let's see here. Wow. Wow. Look at that cut. Can you cut pelt with that? Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so. I'd say that there isn't much you couldn't do as far as bushcraft with this guy right here. And it's cheap. I think I picked this up for 30 bucks, and you can find them cheaper. I like it. I like it. This guy right here is the big brother to the folder. You know, it's the fixed blade version. And I have to say the fin hawk in all I've found has been a winner. It's been a winner. This guy is a really good knife. It does the job. It performs well. It stays sharp. I dig it. I dig it. I haven't sharpened my other one yet, even though it needs it. It does need it, I'll tell you that. I need to put it over, and I'm going to use a Smith stone and just give it a couple, because it's not bad. It's just not like it was. So, but I use it a lot for doing my own processing at my fireplace inside. That's what I use as my fin hawk. So I do put it through the gamut. But there it is, cold steel fin hawk. Is it worth it for a very good, not the best, but a very good bushcraft knife? Absolutely, absolutely. For the money, this thing is really, really good. For the money, this thing is really awesome. Let's see, D-Bad, running with knives, my logo, and then the logo I came up with for my new back of the shirt logo. So this is my logo, the running with knives. Because I'm a mental case, my logo is my personality, and that's it. So I'm going to be working on all kinds of stuff. I actually did a whole bunch of new gear recently. You got Patriots beanies on the back, D-Bad. I got a Patriots beanie, and on the back, Donnie B all day. Love my gear, love my gear. And that's it. All right. I'm inside. Got the big cats hanging out. We got the dogs wandering around. Hey, Roscoe, in the room. So that's it. That's it, guys. I'm done with this one. I'm going to go enjoy my day. Y'all do the same. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.